And I want to say congratulations.
Yeah.
Right, on the brand new album, The Love.
The Love. The Love.
That's right. Y'all can see it on the album cover. He's got the album cover in the back.
Yeah, right behind him somehow. How'd that get there? Poof.
Explain that album cover, kid.
Yeah, the name of my album was going to be The Thumb Drive because my first album was called The Tape. So I said when I put this in, it was my first all-rap album. My first all-rap album with me doing it. My second album, Soundtrack the Streets, where I produced everybody. But this album was 30 years later. I said I wanted to just, in celebration of it, let me call it, being that, the new technology, and I said, let me just call this album The Thumb Drive. But then my cousin sent me a picture, that picture. And it just changed everything. I said, you know what, man, my last name is Love. My mom's is here. I'm doing the record with my daughter, the Uptown record. You might as well just call it our last name. And I didn't want to call it Love. I wanted to call it The Love for the love of music, love of the family, love of my fans, all that. And, love of the business I've been doing for all these years. So it all tied in and everything just gelled together, man. And I'm just happy that people like the album,
Man, it's really a truly a piece of work. I downloaded it the night that it came out.
Yeah.
But what really stuck out for me is the fact that you got a chance to work with your daughter Vina.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So yeah, I mean, and she is blown up in her own right, actually. You know what I mean? She's doing a thing. Yeah. So what was that like? I mean, just kind of relating to her. I mean, I know you guys relate as father and daughter, but to relate artist to artist, what was that like?
Well, first, to be able to do a record like that with her, to do any kind of record like that with her, I don't think there's been a record done like that since Natalie Cole and Nat King Cole, and that was even impressive of both of them. That was a video and his daughter, rest in peace to both of them. But that was the only time I ever think that was really done. That I know of, but being able to do that type of record and have her on it, and she comes from Harlem, the reason why let's start here. First reason, the reason why I did the record, if you go to my first album, the very first single on my first album was The Apollo. I did that record because it was a tribute to Uptown Harlem, because that's where I got on, and I was born in Brooklyn and I was raised in the Bronx. But I got on in Harlem, so I did a tribute to that. And then now I did another tribute to Harlem. I went back to do Uptown, but there's Uptowns all over the world. So, But she was born in Harlem. She was raised in Harlem. It's a party record. I got different levels to it. It shows that you could be a father of your child and have the fun that she has, and do the same thing and enjoy yourself. And be positive about it. And, have a good time. So it definitely worked out. It was definitely dope.
Yeah, I noticed with all the love going on, last name Love, all the love given out, it seemed like there was a real love of hip hop in that album. Sucker Free, all the way through. You had some joints that's like almost romantic. I said, get the kid romantic. Then you had joints where it was like, I'm coming at you. But it was a real love for hip hop. Was that part of your approach? The love for hip hop?
Yeah. Well, it was that. It was a number of things, man. I'm one of the older statesmen. So with the younger generation, they have a thing where they think that the older generation might not be capable of doing what they might like, or doing something that we might like that they might end up liking later on, or doing something that they might do that they might think that we don't like. I wanted to tie this album into making everything. There's something for everybody. And just like any other album, you're going to like something more than the other. That goes for any album. But the whole idea was to make an album that you won't fast forward the first time you hear it. You'll listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And, and that's where the narrative of albums not being good and attention spans being short, because people depend on one or two records being dope on their album, and that's what they survive off. That's time. That's for the time. That's not necessarily timeless. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I wanted to make something that was filled up, and something for everybody, no matter what the generation was. Because I'm always on the balance anyway. Like my radio show on Sirius, it's called The Block Party because everybody's a little block party. Nobody is discriminated for their age or how they look or what they dress like. They just come in here dope music all day. So that's what my show is.
Shazam, what I play when I get it on. Talk all you wanna, how you ruling the town. Cause everybody's the king until kid come around.
Everybody can sing till ain't a love come around. Everybody